Hi everybody, I hope you're well and dandy out there in YouTube land. Fellow Beatles fans, members of the vinyl community, members of the Beatle community, and anybody else that has just tuned into this channel. Okay, I've had a couple of days off work. I've been watching some DVDs, I've been playing some records, and I thought, we all like our super deluxe box sets, don't we? You know, our Revolvers, our Sergeant Pepper's, the White Album, um, Abbey Road, and Let It Be. Now, there is a couple of ones that people do want, i.e. the Rubber Soul box set. I've been thinking, a few months ago, I did a video on this. The Beatles Yellow Submarine box set, which was exclusive to HMV, and it was to celebrate the release of the Beatles catalogue on compact disc for the first time in 1987. So this got quite a lot of views, and this on its own is worth quite a lot of money now. It's well into three figures, So I'm thinking, could we update this box set? And I think we could do. Now, you might not agree with what I'm going to say, and no doubt a lot of you will say, Dave, you're talking a load of, you know. But the first thing I would put in it, if we was going to do it, or if Apple was going to do it, is an original 1969 UK mono pressing of the original album. So it's PMC 7070 with the red lines. This got a bit of damage there. Again, an original copy of this will cost you, a small fortune. Now, some people say this isn't really a mono, it's a stereo fold down, which it probably could be, but you didn't get this in the recent mono box set. And it is very, very hard to find nowadays. So I think that's something that should be in it. So this is the original album as it was released in 1969, although the film came out in 1968. So side one is the Beatles, so you get Yellow Submarine, Only Northern Song, All Together Now, Hey Bulldog, It's All Too Much, and All You Need Is Love. Fair enough, 4 new Beatles songs there. Then on the B side, you get the original George Martin score, so we are going to get the best of both worlds, because I know there is some people that do actually like this score. I'm one of them, I do like it. So you get side 2 is Pepperland, Sea of Time, Sea of Holes, Sea of Monsters, March of the Meanest, Pepperland Laid to Waste, and Yellow Submarine in Pepperland. And you do get like some little liner notes and stuff like that. So this is an original one. It is on, it says Apple. So, we'd keep it like that, wouldn't we, with the dark Apple labels. And this is a mighty fine sounding album, in all honesty. Whether you think it's a true mono or a fold down mono is entirely up to you. So that is one that would definitely be going into this new box set. So that is the first disc. Now, just a little bit of background. Now, the Yellow Submarine film came out in 1968, and then the album, this album, came out in January 1969. But the film took about 2 years to complete. So, it's got a strange sort of history, because it's Yellow Submarine is a single. It was on Revolver. It's also an album, and it's a film. So, let's try and do a bit of justice to this, because a lot of fans will say this is their least favourite Beatles album. And it's because technically you only got 4 new songs on it. I think this is a wonderful album. I quite often come up here and listen to both sides of this, and it always brings a smile to my face. Yeah. So if we've got the mono album, we need a stereo album. So I think we should put this one in, the Yellow Submarine songtrack. Now, the beauty of this album is every song on this is featured in the film to some degree or other. Some are complete, songs, others are edits. So on this, you get Yellow Submarine, Hey Bulldog, I put my teeth in properly. So you get Yellow Submarine, Hey Bulldog, Eleanor Rigby, Love You Too, All Together Now, Loose in the Sky with Diamonds, Think for Yourself, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, with a little help from my friends. Side 2 is Baby You're a Rich Man, excuse me, Only a Northern Song, All You Need Is Love, When I'm 64, Nowhere Man, and It's All Too Much. And we'll do it how this is, so you get your gatefold. And I don't think we got a booklet with this, did we? Or did we? No, we didn't get a booklet with that, which I thought we did for some reason. So yeah, so we've got the original mono album, and then we've got this remixed, and it is remixed. It's a remix that isn't over remixed, if that makes sense. So I think that would be another good addition. Then we could put in the 2009 CD for people that like the CD. Again, this is a stereo, not the mono. So then you've got like the stereo album, and then you've got the mono album sort of thing, haven't you? And that is the same track listing as what is on the original 1969 LP. So that can go in. Then we like to have a single, don't we? And I was thinking, well, we can't really put Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby in it, can we? But something that is quite rare, and it was released as a single in the UK and in other parts of the world, is Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, with a little help from my friends and A Day in the Life, because all three of those do actually feature in the film, and this is quite a hard single to get now as well. So maybe this could go in as well. Maybe you don't agree. On the Parlophone label, this is a UK version, so it's R6022. So what do you think so far, folks? Do you think that's going to be okay? What else could we put in it? Got that, we got that, haven't we? So just put that and that to one side for a sec. Want to put that there, leave that there. How about this? Now, this was in the HMV box set, and it's cardboard, and if you cut it out, you can make your own Yellow Submarine. So should we keep that in there? Yeah, I think we will. We'll keep that in there. And then also from the HMV box set, you do get this little pamphlet, which has got a little bit of information on it. So maybe keep that in there as well. So that, and that. And then finally, put a DVD or a Blu-ray of the film in it. Now, this is the DVD version. This is the restored version from 1999. I have just watched this, and to be honest, I'd forgotten how good this film was. Like I say, it took 2 years for them to make this film, from when they did the original pencil drawings to when it came out. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I'd forgotten how good it was. So maybe we could have a poster like this, but a little bit bigger in with it. So the cast, the characters, is John was John Clive, Paul was Geoffrey Hughes. Well, we all know Geoffrey Hughes. He was Eddie Yates, the dustman in Coronation Street. Then he went on to be in the Royal Family and Heartbeat. George, the voice of George was Peter Batten. Ringo and the Chief Blue Meanie is Paul Angelis. The Lord Mayor and the Nowhere Man was actually Dick Henry, very, very famous comedian in the UK. And Old Fred, I always thought Old Fred was Dick Henry as well. It was actually Lance Percival. He was in a lot of Carry On films. So we'll have that in as well. So we'll have the film, hopefully a Blu-ray though, not a DVD. But keep all these like little pamphlets in it. And then some sort of book. Now, I don't think we're going to have like a massive book of, I don't think there's any outtakes of songs for this film. So I think those albums, that single and the DVD and the CD make up for that. But maybe a book of like some of the pencil drawings and, some of the early sketches and things like that. So I think if we could get all that, so remember it's the DVD, it's the 2009 remixed CD. You get the Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band with A Little Help from My Friend and The Day in the Life is the single. I think that would be that. I think so far those three definitely. Then you get the little pamphlet from out the HMV box thing. You get your cut out Yellow Submarine, just something a little bit different. Then you get the Yellow Submarine song track. Maybe make this a coloured vinyl, because I think this did come out on yellow vinyl as well, didn't it? Which is quite hard. This is quite hard to get on its own, actually, now. And then finally, the original mono Yellow Submarine LP. Nothing is real. And then put it all in a box similar to this one. Or that wouldn't say HMV on it, would it? Or, you know, I think personally that would make a nice little box set. Would people buy it? I've no idea. Will it ever get made? I've no idea. Stranger things have come out in the past few years, haven't they, from the Beatles camp? So this is something different in one way, but it is keeping in tradition of the Beatles Super Deluxe box sets or Super Deluxe editions, whatever you want to call them, because you're getting a mono and a stereo album, you're getting a CD, you're getting a DVD or a Blu-ray, and you know, a single, and then hopefully a book of pictures, behind the scenes, things like that. Yeah, would it sell? Would Apple be prepared to ever make this? Maybe. It is just a little bit of fun, folks. You know, I'm not saying Apple are definitely going to make this, but if they were going to, or they consider doing, you know, a super deluxe version of the Yellow Submarine album, I think there's some good ideas there. We could have another single in it, couldn't we? Could have had, I was going to say All You Need Is Love and Baby or a Rich Man, but I think that would be overdoing it a bit. But I do think having that one in it is probably a winner. And then again, having the filming with it as well. Maybe they could do this with A Hard Day's Night and Help as well, if we ever get super deluxe editions of them. You know, put the filming in with it, the mono and stereo albums. If there is any outtakes that haven't already been put out, an album of outtakes, and then, you know, a single or something like that, and a book of nice photos. So what do you think, folks? Do you think that'll ever see the light of day? I very much doubt it. It's just a bit of fun, but you know, these things could happen. Stranger things have happened in the past few years, haven't they, folks, where the Beatles are concerned. It's just a little bit of fun. I'm not saying Apple are going to produce this, but maybe in a few years' time they might do. Maybe for the 60th anniversary. They've got time to do it, haven't they? So, as always, peace, love and happiness to you all. It's just a little bit of fun, this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's brought a smile to your face. It's just something to brighten the mood up in the minute, because every time I watch the telly, it's all doom and gloom. So hopefully we all live in a Yellow Submarine. You know, all you need is love. Hey Bulldog. You know, there's some nice positive songs on these albums. So I think that could make an absolutely wonderful box set. But then again, that is just my opinion. So remember, you are the Beatle Dave. I love each and every one of you. If you've liked the video, by the way, leave me a thumbs up, because that helps YouTube to, you know, promote the channel a little bit more. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. I do try and answer as many comments as I can. Or what would you know, if you could make a Yellow Submarine box set, what would you put in it? You know, let's put a little twist on it. You know, could you put something in a little bit different to what I've put in? But remember, it has got to be to do with the Yellow Submarine album and the film. So yeah, there's a little challenge for you all, if you've got time to do it, obviously. So as always, whatever you're doing, please stay safe. Remember, Beatle Dave loves each and every one of you. So until the next time, it's cheerio, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye bye for now.